Sorry I'm late. I've just got back from Primark. So, it wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be, but there was a big queue to get in. But it's all right inside the shop. Like, there's not a lot of people that they let in. I got loads of stuff. Forgot how good it was.
It sounds strange me saying this, but I've actually half enjoyed the lockdown. I'd say more than half. I've had my family around me. I've had my husband off work, you know, more holidays than he's ever had. Being able to do jobs around the house, being able to just spend time together has been fabulous. And the same with my youngest son being at home, you know, spend a lot of time together and enjoy each other's company.
Right, so it appears that it's not over yet, but lockdown is slowing down, coming to some kind of end, relaxing a little bit, which is all good news. But it's the perfect opportunity to have a bit of retrospective over the last, 4 months? 4 months, wow, that's gone fast. See, I was early into the lockdown because my work put me on working from home like 2 weeks before the government did. My work's actually been really, really good with that. Although recently they've announced they're going to have to make redundancies and people are going to have to take pay cuts, which sucks, but is unfortunately inevitable. But yeah, I thought I'd just talk to you about things I've missed, things I've learned, and where we should go next. Things I missed, firstly, like straight from the off. I love people, and I missed people. I miss just going to a pub or going to a shop or going to a coffee house and having a smile or just a hello or just, you know, just the tiny micro interactions you get. Not so much the work commute because that was hell. But, yeah, you do kind of start to feel isolated, especially because I was living on my own. I'm still talking to a lot of people over Zoom, Facebook, whatever. But, yeah, that human interaction, that face-to-face, something that you really, really miss. Missed going to the cinema, pubs, bars, restaurants, coffee shops. I haven't had a good coffee in a while. This is okay.
I guess I've realised a lot, like, the stuff I used to take for granted. So, like, simple things like going to college or any, like, performing I did outside of college that kept me so occupied and kept me at a level where I was happy, that as soon as that was taken away from me, I realised that I wasn't really in a good place and that all of those things were just distracting me and keeping me busy from like what was going on mentally. So in a way, this time has been really like hard for me, like really difficult. I've not had a lot of good days, but I feel like without this, it would have just gone on for longer and it would have been worse at the end of the line. So, and I'm very grateful for like the people I've got around me. Without them, I honestly don't know what I'd do. So I guess I've just realised a whole lot all in one time. So as much as I've hated this, I'm very grateful for it because I wouldn't have realised the things I have.
I think for me, it's the fact that things can just be took away from you in an instant, whether like it be your friends or your loved ones, or I mean, as in like not being able to see them, and like business, and just like 1 minute, you know, your life's just normal, you're plodding along, to be literally, no, that's it. What you know has been, it's stopped. It's been, I struggled with that. I really struggled, and not seeing the people that I care about and love. That was a massive, massive struggle for me.
Other things I've missed include actually going to the office, which is weird. There's a certain type of camaraderie that you get in the office that you don't get over Skype. You don't enjoy it as much. Almost kind of seems a burden, I think, when you do it from a distance. Like you're making a bit of extra effort, but I'm looking forward to going back and looking forward to things getting back to normal.
about balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like all of it is about just a balance, like the social life, the work side, like all of it. And I think most people probably weren't getting enough time to socialise beforehand because they were busy with work and weren't spending time with people that they truly wanted to spend time with because of other things getting in the way. And now that's been ripped away as well.
But we don't have to go back to the normal we knew. This is the positive thing that we can start to take from this. The things I've learned have been that you don't, if your friends live 200 miles away, you don't need to not see them ever. We've got all the technology now that we can actually all get together and we can put in an effort to see each other, and that is so exciting. That is so it shouldn't be groundbreaking because it's technology we've had for years, but it's so important to learn that you can do anything you want to do.
My worst bit was the graffiti on the bridge. That was just the worst thing. I feel like it was lockdown's already difficult, and then I saw that on the bridge, and then I was in tears, and then someone gave me an illegal hug on the bridge. And I was panicking, like, oh no, like someone's hugged me. But then I didn't want to be rude and not accept the hug, and then I was upset. And just that thing, it's that thing again, isn't it, of wanting to console someone and someone wanting to console you, and that difficulty of then when you do it, and then it's like, oh no, like we weren't meant to, so yeah, that was 100% the worst bit for me.
On a very personal note, me and my girlfriend decided that we're going to look at a house and buy a house together, and that's a huge step. Because we've just missed each other so damn much. Since it's been relaxed a little bit, we've been spending weekends together. I spent a week together, took some time off work, which was magnificent. But I think we had about 10 weeks where we didn't see each other at all, which is a long time. Again, just for that human contact, but just for your physical well-being as well, your mental well-being. It was missed and necessary, and so happy that happened. So yeah, there's plans going forward to improve life there.
We're self-employed. We haven't had a single paycheck since March. Like everything that we've been doing has been just to keep us busy.
It seems strange that we're in this predicament, and I felt for both of you then. When you give and give and give for years and years, and you come to a time where you have to start building your own boat, building your own structure and looking after your own life, we feel this guilt that we're concentrating on ourselves and putting our priorities first rather than others. It's making me quite emotional saying this, but we get ourselves in a situation where we feel guilty looking after ourselves before we look after others. And sorry, that's emotional. Sorry.
Okay, you don't have to apologize.
I completely understand what you mean. Like, I struggled a lot at first. Like, I recently last night I put an Instagram post up about how I've been feeling, and I mentioned how I felt selfish doing things for me, but it's so important. Like, it's so important to focus on yourself and make yourself a priority over people sometimes, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm doing something for me, I'm going to do something for me, and no one can stop that. Just
the other day when it was sunny, I took my guitar to the park, and I was just playing to myself, and a gentleman came and sat by me a couple of metres away and then listened to me play for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and when I was getting up to pack up to leave, he thanked me and told me that I'd put him in a good mood, or I'd cheered him up, and that was, that was just telling how much everybody's missed that little bit of interaction, that little bit of live music, which I think is such a powerful force. Little bit of community that people have missed. We can get that back now, and we need to use it for the right things, and realise how much we've missed it. And again, maybe somewhere at the top, someone will click onto that, and it'll get proper funding going forward.
I am a bit scared, mate, It sounds stupid, doesn't it? I still haven't been shopping or anything yet.
What is it you're scared of, Laura?
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's like a nerves thing. Like, I'm excited to open, but I'm really, really nervous because I suppose it's the unknown, and like it's people, and I don't mean that like it's people. Like I know what I'm like, and it sounds really bad. But I know my hygiene levels and stuff. This sounds so bad, and I apologise, but I don't know. I'm just frightened when you've been pretty much on your own and you've not mingled with people in your life, and to be going back to work to all at once have a shed load of people, or pub load of people. That I don't know. Yeah, I'm just dead nervous. It's because I'm the same as Dan. My kidneys only work at 49%, and I have an issue with my heart. So yeah, it's just
We all know that there's some people who go to the pub, go to the toilet, don't wash their hands. We know that those people exist. Like we know that that's what people do. Do you know what I mean? Like we know that people will like cough, pick their nose, and they'd be happy to shake your hand. Do you know what I mean? We know that that those people exist. Do you know what I mean? We know that they're around. So that's anxiety.
Well, I could like nicely say, do you want to just use the little hand sanitizers there? Because I put them all over the pub. Like actual ones fixed to the wall and everything, you know, press. But no, they are all over the pub. But it's to protect them as well as protect me and my staff. I've got to, you know, look after my girls as well. You know, I've got to. I don't know, I'm just scared.
Yeah. Like on the grand scheme, that's not necessarily affecting me, but they solved homelessness overnight with a bit of funding, and then they've decided that they're not going back. They're going to kick people back on the streets, which is insane, because we've proven now that we can do it. We can stop homelessness, we can give people a help up, which is a big issue for me, and something that is solvable. And what to do next is, that's up to everybody really, but we've proven that the world can be a better place. It was a really good thing to watch, especially the raising money and cheering on the NHS against things I wish the government would take up. But it's such an inspiring thing when you've got that Captain Tom, and you've got a kid recently without legs who was doing laps of Scarden, or he had to learn how to walk at a late age, and they've raised millions and millions of pounds that the NHS shouldn't need, but absolutely does, and it was a phenomenal achievement, which made everyone in the whole country proud and emotional, and it's a wonderful thing to see.
I think your mum's frozen. She's not moved for a while.
That was very well noticed. I think, is Laura frozen as well?
No, I just look like that, love. Thanks, Dan.
Brilliant.